In today's video, we're just going to look at using the blue ball a little bit more effectively. So I see a lot of people are not quite sure when they've got an angle on the blue how to play these shots. So we've got a little angle, it looks perfect, but we've got two reds, but they only pot into this bottom corner pocket over here. If we leave the white over this side of the table, none of the reds pot into that corner. And we don't want to start playing cannons into the pink and reds because we're trusting to look for position then, so that's dangerous. So first of all, let's just have a look what will happen with the white if I just naturally roll this blue into the middle bag. So there we go. We've potted the blue, but look where the white's gone. We're on the two reds that go into the corner, but we're very close to the side cushion. Those reds are now really difficult pots. So let's have a look at some different ways that we can play this blue to just hold the white in the middle of the table and just make those reds a bit easier in the future. Right, so how can we get the white ball into this area and hold it in the middle of the table? First of all, I see a lot of people, they try and stun the white off the bottom cushion. So instead of rolling it like I just did, natural ball, and letting the white come up somewhere up here, what they do is they put just a little bit of stun on the blue. So they might try and do that. Now, I'm on the reds, but again, if I'm being absolutely critical, I'm a little bit closer to the side cushion than I want. I am on this red, but I might have to start playing cannons on the other two as well. So again, it's not ideal. And I just think using stun there can just be a little bit difficult to judge the exact amount of stun that you want. Because if I play another stun shot here and I just misjudge it slightly, tried to stun it, and again, I didn't quite get as much stun on that time. And although I'm not right by the side cushion again, like I was on the first attempt, I'm still quite a long way away from the red, and I'm going to have to be queuing off the cushion now, which makes this pot more difficult. So the safer way to play this shot is to roll the blue in the middle like we did before, using just natural ball topspin, but play a little fraction of left-hand side on the white, so that when it hits this bottom cushion, it just straightens up a bit off the cushion and leaves us a nice easy shot in the middle of the table. You'll actually see this shot crop up a lot if you watch the professionals on the TV, when they're clearing the colours from their spots. If they've got too much angle on the blue like this, you'll often see them just use this shot to just check the white up and finish nicely on an easy pink to the corner. So let's have a look what this blue looks like with a little bit of left-hand side. And now all of a sudden you can see that I'm on the reds, but now I'm really close in the middle of the table. I've got choice of both reds and I've got my hand nicely on the table. So if you can get used to practicing those shots and using a little bit of side to just check the white up off the cushion, I think you'll have a lot more success with this shot. The question I get asked a lot with these shots is, when I tell people to play side spin, they say, well, do I need to adjust my aiming now I'm using side? And the answer to that is that yes, you do have to adjust your aiming, but it's difficult to tell people exactly how to adjust their aiming because that depends on how much side spin you're using and how hard you're hitting the white. So that's why I say to people, if you just put a little chalk mark on the cloth like that, then you can keep putting the white back in the same place over and over again. And then you can just start playing around with these shots. So play lots of them with left-hand side, see how that feels. Play some with right-hand side, play some plain ball. You're going to miss pots, but the more you play these shots and the more you practice them, the more you'll get comfortable with them, and then you'll find them much easier when you're playing real frames. Now, sometimes the shot where we pot the blue using a little bit of left-hand side and check the white up off this top cushion for the two reds, that won't be available because there might be a ball in the way. So if I play that shot now and pot that blue natural ball, I might kiss this red. So what you can sometimes do instead is now play the blue with right-hand side. So let the white run somewhere into the corner past that red and avoid it, and then use the right-hand side to flick us out into the middle of the table. So instead of finishing where I'm pointing my Q-tip now, we should hopefully finish somewhere more in the middle of the table because we'll use the right-hand side to flick us out. So let's have a look at that one. Now, if you want to get more comfortable with potting blues off the spot and just learn about your natural angles, where is the white going, it can seem a bit complicated because you might be looking at these videos and thinking, well, I'm not even sure exactly where the white's going to hit on the top cushion. So if you use a red instead of the blue here on the blue spot, and then as you can see, I've placed yellow, green, brown, blue, pink and black on the bottom cushion, evenly spaced along the cushion there. And if you just dip your finger in your chalk, just make a little mark on the table, so you're always putting the white in the same place. And if you put the white there now, what you can do is you can practice potting the red off the spot, working as your blue obviously, but potting the red off the spot, using topspin and just seeing where your white ball goes naturally. And then you can start messing around with trying to screw into the pink and trying to screw into the black and playing a little stun shot into the blue. So you just get more and more used to using all your angles off the blue, and it'll just make you much more comfortable when you're in a real frame then. So let's have a look at some of those. So using your chalk mark now, it doesn't matter exactly where you've put your chalk mark, but just make sure you're putting the white always in the same place. You can keep on practicing this shot now and just have a look at where your natural angles are. So if I play this red to the middle now and I put maximum topspin, where does the white ball go? Let's have a look at that. So it's somewhere in between the yellow and green. Now let's play the same shot with maximum screw back and see where that goes. Right, so let's try this same shot with maximum screw back now. And so with maximum screw back, it looks as though we can just about get in between the pink and black then now. And then when you've got comfortable potting these balls to the middle with extreme topspin, so we know that that goes in between the yellow and green, then we tried extreme screw back and that goes in between the black and pink. Then we can start saying, well, we'll have a little play around with it. Let's try and pot the red to the middle and cannon the blue ball. So let's try that one. It should be a little screw shot, I think. And we're very close to the blue there. So just try one more and we'll just come a little bit lower on the white. We'll just a fraction off and just practice that. And there we go, we've cannoned the blue. So exactly like we talked about, the professionals on the TV, when they're clearing the colours, you'll often see them get to the blue like this. They've got a little bit of an angle, and you'll see them hit the top cushion, and then the white straightens up and leaves themselves somewhere where my Q-tip's pointing for a nice easy pink into the opposite corner. So a lot of people, you end up seeing them playing the blue like this. Natural ball, this is just topspin. And as you can see, the white's come really close to the side cushion, and now we're not on the pink and we've got a very difficult shot. So a much better way of playing this shot is to play the blue with topspin like we did on the previous shot, and we finished too close to the side cushion. But this time we're going to play a fraction of right hand side on the cue ball. So what's going to happen is when the white hits this top cushion here, it's going to straighten up and leave ourselves a nice easy pink to the corner. So let's have a look what that looks like. And as you can see, we've kept ourselves nice and close in the middle of the table, and now we've just got an easy pink to roll through and then a nice easy black to finish. And now we get to the fun part at the end. Hopefully you're feeling a bit more comfortable now potting these blues using a bit of side spin. So we're going to pot the blue, check the white up off the top cushion for one of these reds, and then you're just going to try and score as many as you can. You can try this a few times just so you get comfortable with it. So pot the opening blue, check the white up like we've been talking about. Left ourselves nicely on a red in the middle of the group here, and then you can pot that red, leave yourself on the black, and then try and score as many as you can. Again, if you like these videos and you're finding them useful, please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing lots more instructional videos exactly like this one. Also, give the video a like, please, if you enjoyed it. That just really helps get the channel noticed and gets it to grow a little bit. Thanks a lot for watching. Cheers.